when you break a bone, the X-ray gives you this clean, jagged white line. It's totally binary, like it's broken or it's not.
Right. It's easy to see.
Exactly. But when you're healing from what the essay, The Archaeology of the Heart, calls an ancient love well, that X-ray machine is entirely useless.
Yeah. Completely useless.
So welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is to explore how we actually heal from these foundational relationships, the ones that, fundamentally shaped your worldview.
Because, I mean, we're not just talking about casual breakups here.
Right. Okay. Let's unpack this. We're looking at these silent scars. It's almost like emotional phantom limb syndrome, like instinctively reaching for your phone to text an inside joke to someone who is no longer there.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
The essay actually describes this as an invisible topography of absence. You've built this really intricate, shared map of reality with that person.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You have this private vocabulary, these hyper-specific micro-gestures. And when it ends, those deeply ingrained neurological pathways suddenly, they just lead nowhere.
Which is incredibly disorienting.
It is. But what's fascinating here is that those phantom limb moments aren't a sign that you're stuck. They don't mean you're failing to heal.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they are purely physiological evidence of your capacity for incredible depth.
That is so validating. But because that shared map is gone, your entire identity structure kind of collapses, right? You're forced to shift from being a we back to an I.
Exactly. The load-bearing structure has changed.
And here's where it gets really interesting. It makes me think of kintsugi, that Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. You have to somehow fill these emotional cracks with the gold of resilience to rebuild that identity.
Well, yes. But finding that gold requires some serious emotional archaeology first.
Yeah.
You have to actively excavate the site to unearth what the author calls the poisoned arrows of resentment.
I definitely struggle with this part. The essay talks about forgiving them, but wait, doesn't forgiving them just let them off the hook?
It looks like a cop-out on the surface, I know, but it's actually the opposite. True forgiveness here is a mechanism to stop emotional time travel.
Emotional time travel.
Yeah. If you are constantly agonizing over who was right, you are burning cognitive energy in a timeline that no longer exists. If we connect this to the bigger picture, clearing the site requires forgiving both them and, crucially, past versions of yourself.
Right, because you have to release who you used to be to build something new. But clearing out that site leaves this massive echoing silence. You're just sitting in this absolute void.
Which is terrifying for most people.
Completely. For years, you had a partner acting as like a digital mirror. You send out a joke and their reaction instantly validates your existence. Without that mirror, how do you even survive the vacuum?
You have to reframe it. The essay argues this void is actually a sacred space. It's where you calibrate your authentic right-sizedness.
So what does this all mean for the listener right now, practically speaking?
Well, it means you figure out how much space you actually take up when you aren't shrinking to accommodate someone else or, inflating to impress them. You survive this vacuum by building a new internal fortress.
And how do you build that?
Brick by brick, through small acts of integrity. It's choosing to cook a beautiful meal just for yourself, knowing no one is going to praise you for it. You carry forward the best parts of that ancient love, but you sever the need for an audience.
I love that. Which brings us to the honor and release ritual.
Right, the final step.
Yeah, so for everyone listening, you identify one habit or memory that still stings. You honor the bravery it took to love that deeply, and then you visualize releasing it into the void to be stored purely as wisdom, not as a heavyweight.
Exactly, because healing is when the scar just becomes a line item in your survival story, which honestly raises an important question to leave you with.
Oh, let's hear it.
If our past foundational loves have the power to permanently rewrite our internal maps, how might your current casual daily interactions be secretly reshaping the architecture of your soul right now without you even realizing it?
Oh, wow. That completely changes how you look at the people you spend your time with today. Keep building that architecture, everyone.